Hello and welcome to Mike's Garage. If you've already subscribed to our channel, thank you very much. If you haven't, please do. And when you do, be sure and tap on the little button for the notification bell so you'll be notified every time we put up a new video. Well, here it is Christmas time and we're at it. It's a little chilly here in the garage, but not bad. It really isn't. Some people are really freezing and sorry about that. Hope it warms up to nice riding weather soon. Now in our last video, we worked on the knuckle. We got it all finished putting together and everything was just wonderful. I took it for a ride and boy, she ran like a banshee. Everything was great and I came back and there was oil all over the place.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, you know, the heads, my buddy that did these heads is good at it. And these heads are not leaking anywhere, so what's going on? And I looked it over, and one of the fittings, this one on this rocker box, the inside of that fitting is bad. Now you can see, watching this fitting here turning, it's all wonky. And I guess someone had cross-threaded it before and I followed their thread in somehow. I don't know. All I know is I had to order a new set of fittings. You can't just buy one. That would be too easy. Would also be a lot less expensive. But hey, in the world of knuckleheads, whatever it costs is what it costs. I'm very glad the parts are available. And they're colony parts, which means they're absolutely beautiful. And so what I'm going to do is install said parts. And we're using copper gaskets here. And let's see, I'll just put a little bit of my magical white lithium on this one here, which makes me pretty happy to do. And this should seal pretty well. These are nice new coppers. Okay, let's take that one. And put it on there. And now that it's on there really nice, then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some right here. That's a whole lot easier than trying to put it on that skinny little copper gasket. And then we'll make sure that this thread here is nice and clean. And we'll put some Teflon tape on it. Now, a lot of people like to use liquid Teflon, and that's fine. You know, everybody has their preference. I like to use Teflon tape because I find it easy, and that's only because I have a lot of practice doing it. Now, I'm going to put this Teflon tape on here, and you'll notice the direction I'm going. And you'll notice that I'm not covering the end of this fitting. Okay, now it's on there pretty good. And I'm going to cut it very carefully, just like that. Like I said, if I'm making it look too easy, it's just because I've practiced it. I mean, it's like I've used a lot of this stuff. I'm not crazy about liquid Teflon because it has a tendency to harden, and I don't really care for that much. Okay, now I have the appropriate wrench for this right here. A tappet wrench. It's one of these real thin wrenches that's made for adjusting tappets. Tappet is just another word for valve lifter.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, we throw some of these words around, and a lot of people are used to using them, and other people aren't. I mean, it's just they haven't used that one, or they didn't use it at their house,
Tappet?
Yeah. Tappet. Tappet.
Otherwise known as a lifter, huh?
A valve lifter. It's the same part. Now, what the word comes from, maybe because they tap when they're noisy. When they're noisy, I don't know.
That's what I was just thinking right now.
Well, it could be anything, but when I was a kid, I guess the first engines I worked on were flathead Ford V8s. And those flathead Ford V8s, you would grind the valve stem in order to get the proper clearance.
Oh, boy.
And then, if you were a real hot rodder and you wanted to do the job the way you thought it should be done, you would put adjustable tappets in because they didn't come with adjustable tappets. Well, that's just like Harley and their Evolution motors. When they came out with those, same thing with the twin cams. There's no adjustable lifters in there. There's no adjustable push rods in there. So we took bolt cutters and cut the original push rods out, threw them in the trash, and bought really nice adjustable ones. Okay, now I'm going to put this in here a little tighter.
Do you have any idea why Harley did that?
Sure.
What's your opinion?
A feeble attempt to keep us from messing with them.
Oh, okay. Because eventually...
But when you put a hot rod cam in, the first thing you got to do is buy a set of adjustable push rods.
I get it. Okay.
Okay.
I get it.
In fact, a lot of people that want to keep their original push rods and don't want to change anything from the original, they got to remember to pay attention because those push rods are color-coded so that you get the right push rod in the right place. So be sure and pay attention to that. And we're not talking about Evos here. We're talking about till someone put them in the trash. I don't know. We are messing with a knucklehead here tonight.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay.
You got that one in.
I did, and I'm very pleased with the way it went in.
Yes, it looks nice. Looks a lot.
Lord, it's lovey-dovey.
A lot more straighter, yeah.
Well, the other one was straight. It was the inside of it that wasn't straight.
Oh, okay.
And there's nothing wrong with those parts that I took out, except that if I was going to order one new one, which you can't get just one new one, so here I had the whole package with all the parts in it.
Yeah, I took a picture of that.
Well, then I had little better gaskets than came in this set too. But
are those brass?
Yeah, those are brass, and I'm using copper, and they're a little thicker, and made me happier. Okay. I use what makes me happy.
Is there a part number on there? Do you got to tell a part number?
I guess I should. I could.
All right. Go ahead and read the part number.
Okay, that part number is the Colony part number. Stock number 9847-9. 9847-9. And that is a chrome-plated banjo-style line fitting. Now, this bike is basically out of the 40s. By that, what I mean is the crankcases are 1941 and later. 41 to 47.
Cases.
The cases. That's what decides the year of the motorcycle. Okay. These are 41 to 47 cases. These are NOS cases. So what year is this thing? Yeah, exactly.
40s?
Yeah, 40s. But what I was getting at is the first ones, and by first ones, I mean the first knuckleheads. The first knuckleheads were all 61 inchers. They were ELs. This is an FL.
And that means...
So the EL was a 61 incher and FL was a 74 incher. This is a 74 incher. And the 61s, up till 41, I think, I'm not sure exactly when, but the early knuckles used these banjo fittings. The later knuckle did not. The later knuckle used a regular straight plumbing fitting.
Mike, do you
Hang on. There we go. What?
do you know what the average horsepower is on one of these?
Oh, no. I mean, I wouldn't even care what they list. It doesn't really make any sense. You know, I'm sure they say it's 40, 50 horsepower or something like that, which doesn't compute to anything, because if you've ever raced any of your friends that had any kind of a hot rod knucklehead, they probably sucked you up and blew you out the exhaust pipe. So I really don't care what the horsepower rating is. Doesn't really matter to me. Okay, now that one we put Teflon tape on, and we did do the white lithium on the gasket, and we are really going in there nice. Now I'm going to take that same tappet wrench. I might mention, since I use tappet wrenches a lot, and a lot of people have asked about them, commented on them for different reasons, tappet wrenches are for doing valve tappets. But what's really most important to notice, we can use them for all kinds of purposes. Like, you see, when I get these other fittings on here, I'm only going to have room for this wrench on this fitting, this nice thin wrench. But don't be mistaken, these wrenches, these thin wrenches, are not made for 60, 70-pound torque. They're probably made for about 20 at the most.
Okay.
And actually, if you were to buy them, the catalog that they come out of would tell you that. I know Snap-on did when I bought Snap-on tappet wrenches. This is an ancient Craftsman. It's a very nice one. It's an ancient I don't know how old this wrench is. I'm sure it was my dad's. Okay, so there we are. Those are both in there real well. Now we can put the line on. Okay, the line is right here. And I think I'm going to prep everything for that real quick. Where did I? There it is. Okay. Making a mess out of my Teflon tape.
You are.
Yeah, that's real easy to fix.
How come you're making a mess?
I don't know.
It just felt
That's
like
probably a personal problem of some sort. I think I need a better pair of scissors. There's another pair up there, but anyway. So let me put Teflon tape on this fitting right here. Now, the reason I didn't put the new fitting on here is because the one that's on here is new enough to be considered new, number one. And number two, it has a reducer inside it that I made for it. What I did is I took a 1/4-inch bolt. I tapped, created a thread inside this fitting. I took a 1/4-inch bolt that I drilled a hole through, and I screwed it in there and then cut it off.
nice.
So I made a restrictor out of this. I don't know if you can see in there.
Not without a flashlight.
Well,
Yeah, that's
just take my word for
I
it.
could see it with a naked eye.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
That's pretty slick, mister.
I'm glad you liked it.
I do. That's impressive.
Well, it's always nice to have your friends be impressed.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that should work pretty well. Pretty well. Okay. Okay, now just for fun here,
You would check to see if
I just want to know, I don't know if this is going to, see, the problem is that the copper gaskets I'm using are a little thinner than the ones I had on here. Consequently, this thing's going to have to spread a little more than I want to make it do, which means,
yeah, we risk a...
well, you know, I had so much trouble with this thing, and most guys just say, heck with it, they aren't going to bother with them, they just use the later style. But that is so cool looking.
I know.
I can't help it. That thing is way, way cool looking.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to start this nut here onto here. I'm not going to tighten it yet, but I'm starting it on there. I think those gaskets, I think it's going to fit. I think it's going to work just fine. If not,
It's going to be close.
if not, I will throw my hands up in the air. I'll get real weird. I'll get real upset. And I'll call Rob Turner and he'll come over and fix it again. I mean, if you can't use your friends, then...
With the joints?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was a nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
How many times did we try? And then...
We had everybody trying for us. Everybody tried them. Everybody did wonderful things that none of them worked.
Yep. I thought
well.
for sure I was going to get it, but nope, didn't work.
Well, you know, can't please everybody.
Yeah.
I know that's going to go there pretty well.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to make this one go here pretty well. You know, how to turn a 10-minute job into a 3-hour job in one easy step here. Well, okay. Why is it I know why. It's all right.
What?
Dog hair.
Because we have a beautiful dog.
Yeah, she's a
You
good
have
kid.
beautiful dog.
She's a good kid. She was not good today, but she's a good kid.
Well, it's raining.
Yeah, we could use that as an excuse.
Well, it does something to her. It excites her. She loves rain. She won't get in the pool, but she'll love rain.
She will get in a pool.
Well, up to her.
I took her to my cousin's house when I first got her,
Yeah.
and she attacked the giant water snake, which just happened to be my cousin's pool vacuum. And she killed the giant water snake, which meant my cousin then had to replace all of that hose and stuff. At considerable cost, yes. Yeah. He was not happy with her. She has not been invited back. But that's Sonia, you know.
Look, Dad, I killed a snake.
Yeah.
Big one, too. It was pulsating,
Well, you know,
making sucking noises.
the problem with Sonia, and I realized this when I got her, about 10 minutes after I got her, I realized that deep down inside, she is a biker, and she's liable to do just about anything.
Yep.
Okay, now we're going to put this on here and see if we can carefully start it.
Let's see if I can get this a better angle here. Nope, that was it. Okay.
I think I got a wrench that would kind of fit this. This is not fun.
Oh, it's the gas knob. I'm like, what the heck is in my way?
That's the petcock.
Petcock, gas knob.
Gas knob, okay. Gas knob,
Layman's terms.
gas knob.
Is that really putting up that much fight? Is that right?
Are you really bothering me like that?
Sorry. So, what did you do over the weekend, Mike?
What did I do over the weekend? I went for a ride somewhere, I think.
Yes, we did.
Where did we go? Oh, we went up to Oak Glen.
Yes, we did.
And we had Mexican food, and it was good.
Yes, it was.
It was lots of fun.
Yes, it was.
I remember I was there.
Both bikes ran incredibly well. Extremely well.
Well, I didn't take this one.
No.
It was waiting for its parts.
Yep.
And you'd think I would have stayed home and put it together, but no. I wanted to go for a ride.
Wind therapy is wind therapy.
Yes, and the shovel was running like a banshee.
Yeah. Well, so Molly Charlie she ran great.
Yeah, well, that's a nice motorcycle.
Boy, she appreciated that maintenance on her.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that was really fun. That did me some good.
Yeah, it was a great ride. It really was. It really was. And I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
And we were good. We didn't start we didn't get in any road races or anything like that. We also went to a Christmas party.
Oh, yes, we did.
And boy, that was fun.
Yes, it was.
Lots of nice people.
Lots of nice people.
And best of all, man, you have to think of the right way to say this, okay? With respect, there was some beautiful women there.
Okay, yes.
Okay, we said that, and we said it nicely.
Yes, there was.
I mean, there were some really, truly pretty women there. And that was really a treat.
I brought the other scissors.
You did, didn't you? Thank you. Okay.
Yeesh.
Stuck to my thumb.
I got it on video too.
Okay.
See if I can scooch over this side. My light's gonna be in my face, but
And this one's going on very well. So there it is. Oh, you know what?
what?
This one's 9/16. It's this one that's the oddball, not these. These are really nice. And I don't know if there's a special name for these short little stubby wrenches.
Stubbies.
There you go.
I think they are called stubbies.
Well, they are. I'm sure every manufacturer calls them something a little different, though.
You know they call the screwdriver stubs.
Now, the reason these get a little tight, a little hard to turn, it's not that they aren't threading in. It's the angle of the banjo that you're fighting.
Okay, so
See what I mean?
it's very acceptable.
Do you see what I mean?
Yep.
Okay. And see, then a lot of people will say to me, why are you using an open end? You should use a box end. Well, if we use a box end, we will tear up all the corners of the plating on all of these beautifully chromed colony bolts.
Yep.
So we're going to just do it just...
Something you picked up as a service mechanic.
There we go. Now, I just hope that this starts into that banjo straight.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, I'd say this one did. And this one certainly did. Well, it's gonna fight me all the way.
Yeah, because you're spreading the
It's
wishbone.
there you go. And then when I'm done, I'll have to see if my throttle linkage clears again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm also hitting my Ed Roth carburetor cover there.
And if it is hitting, what would be the easiest way to fix that?
You just have to outsmart it.
Outsmart the throttle?
All of it.
All of it? Oh,
It's all a big thing like that. It's just the way it is. Yeah, and then we've got this. And we will get them in there straight. No, I don't think we did. Not that one. Well, we'll tighten it in all the way and see what it looks like. Not good. See it?
And that Christmas party was at Al's owner of 6.
No, it wasn't anywhere.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember.
Unless we're sending out invitations to everyone across the land, I don't think we'll say where we went to a party. But it was sure fun.
We got invited to that one, too.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I don't like that. I can't let that go.
Okey-doke.
Luckily, I have a brass one to put in there in place of it. Yeah, see what happened?
Oh, yes.
You know what? We're going to put it in and flatten it right back out again.
You want me to give you a pair of needle nose to flatten it out?
Nope,
Okay.
but thank you.
So, what happened there?
What happened there? I didn't line it up straight.
And what happened? Bent a
Bent that wash. That's a gasket.
gasket, yeah.
Okay, now let's see. We're almost there. I'm going to have to pull that all the way out to get that straightened out again. And the other one is in real well. Yeah, that's beautiful over there. Well, yeah, I messed it up pretty bad. But that's okay. And all the people that are at home watching this are saying, "Oh, God, I'd have been so mad." See, I've got copper ones for it that came with this set. Brass ones here. Come on now. There it is. I don't think I have any more copper ones. No, they're just these brass ones. Which is, like I said, what came in the set. So we'll take this off. See, what happened is I had it straight in there.
Mm-hmm.
And
You caught on that lip.
yep.
Yeah. That's what was drawing and pulling on it.
Uh-huh. Well, that's not why it was hard to do. It's the angle, I'm telling you. See, now I'm going to pull this out.
Yeah.
and you can see that it's all wonky coming out.
Mm-hmm. There's a brass window or a copper. No, that's the one.
That's a big one.
Okay.
That's one of the old ones.
Okay.
I mean, the ones that I annealed about 40 times.
Yeah, you didn't anneal these. They're already soft?
Well, yeah, they're brand new.
Okay.
See? That's why that thing was fighting me.
Oh, yeah, you did a number on that one.
I don't want to look at the damage. I want you to see what's going on up the top here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see if I can put that in there this time without it doing that again.
I tried.
It's all right. You can understand why people want to use the later style fittings up here.
Check the.
Please
gaskets.
don't. Please don't. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. There we go. Anyway, it would be a lot easier to use the later style ones.
The later style are
They don't look like these.
they're like braided.
They're just straight. No,
Oh,
they're
straight?
just straight
Oh.
fittings.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You've seen them. They're on most knuckles. Not
Yeah.
everybody's stupid enough to want these banjo fittings. I just love the way they look. And I also love the early oil tanks that use banjo fittings. They're beautiful. That's why people like them. Because they're pretty. You know, but these are like brake line fittings, pretty much. And also, now see, we got that straight in there this time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wouldn't check anything when you wanted me to.
I was just saying,
Because I had it. No, I had it dead to rights here. It was going in. Okay. See?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, nobody's going to find that I've got all these beautiful red copper ones in here and one yellow brass. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay. So there's that one in and that one in. And boy, that looks nice.
Yes, it does.
And the throttle works perfectly.
Yay!
Now, I said it looks nice. Now, let's see how nice it really does look. There it is. Now, with a little luck, this thing is going to seal up beautifully. Okay, a lot of luck. It's going to seal up beautifully. And you can see right now that this thing is going to have to be pulled down tight. Because you can see the oil coming up right now. Which is okay. Because it isn't tightened down yet. Now we'll go like that. And that should do it, we hope. If not, we'll be coming up with something new for there. But that's kind of life when you're working on these old things. And by that, it's what I really mean is these things are old technology, old methods. You know, to have a knucklehead that doesn't leak, I'd like a metal to go with it if I can do that, you know. Okay, can you see it now? Mm-hmm. I just wiped all the excess grease off, and it's all done. Okay? Now, that takes care of that. All I need to do now is tomorrow I'll get it off the lift and make her take me for a ride. Okay, what I wanted to talk about is they are coming up. This is now December. This is the end of the year. We'll make it through December somehow. And January, there's stuff coming up.
Oh, boy.
I think that Paradise Roadshow, I think, is in January.
I think so. I thought it was April, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I thought it was January. Okay. Anyway, we got a lot of stuff coming up next year. Bunches of stuff, and next year is right around the corner. And we're hoping for a bigger, better, cooler year this year.
Boy.
Coming, it's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
Going to be great because we're going to make it that way. Okay, now what I did want to do, of course, is show our shirts. And I did want to say, if you're interested, all you need to go to is pacificmike.com, which is our website. And on the upper right-hand corner of that website, it says T-shirt store. And here are our T-shirts. And we also have a baseball cap, a Pacific Mike baseball cap, and that is embroidered. Other than that, don't know what else to say other than there it is. It's Christmas time and we've still got shirts. So by all means, buy somebody you love one of our shirts. Yeah. Or a cap.
Yeah.
Anyway, until then, I'll see you out on the road.